if we are now looking at what 2025 meant in the TCG community, well, we know that there were some changes. There are new TCGs on the rise, other TCGs are getting a bit lower on the ranking. So looking at 2026, what can we expect? What will boom? What will crash? And what will die? Well, that's a very good question, my friends. My name is Sigi, I'm from TCG Bandits, and let's take a quick look at, okay, what can we expect for 2026? So it's going to be very, very, very exciting. We know the Pokemon 30 years is coming up. Everybody is looking forward to that, and we hope we can get enough product, and we hope that Pokemon will not have any printing delays. I'm crossing my fingers for that, but the first set of 2026 has already the ETBs delayed with 1 month. Instead of January, we are getting them in February. What else are we looking forward to? Well, Magic the Gathering. There are already a few sets of Magic the Gathering that are looking nice. Well, you have those Universes Beyond sets. In 2025 we had, okay, Final Fantasy. Oh, that was the best set of the year. We had Aether Drift, not so magnificent. Edge of Eternities did not do bad. Spider-Man, that's the flop of Magic the Gathering in 2025, my friends. Perhaps not only 2025, but perhaps in the last 10 years, I don't know. And we now have the latest and greatest Avatar, The Last Airbender, which is not doing bad, although it is not high performing neither. You cannot compare it with a set like Final Fantasy. What else are we looking after? One Piece. One Piece is climbing the ranks, my friends. One Piece is only in existence in the TCG community for only a few years, and they are booming. And they are going to boom as well in 2026. But will that now be a solid investment? It is a huge risk, my friends. Because we all know, and we have seen it this year, what goes up will reach its top and will come down. Will this also happen with One Piece? Well, people are seeing One Piece as a solid investment, but you can come back from a cold shower in that as well, because you know about Sneaky Bros, Crypto Bros, Poke Bros, you know about all those bros. Those bros have heard that One Piece is booming, and they are eyeballing One Piece booster boxes. They are eyeballing One Piece as a whole. We all know that's not good news, but that's good news for Pokemon. Yeah, let's get those idiots out there. Because even in Magic the Gathering, we had some bros that were scalping some products, but now they are turning to One Piece. What you need to take a close look at is what kind of prices you are willing to pay for One Piece, because the product will become scarce. Everything went to shit with OP13. OP13, don't get me wrong, it is a great set. Very nice set. The Red Manga Monkey D. Luffy goes for more than 10k euros, my friends. Absolutely mind-blowing. And then you know the bros are heading towards that TCG. There is not such money you can make in Pokemon. Nope, nope, nope. And also One Piece, Bandai, they normally don't reprint. So normally the thing will be that the cards, the product, is expected to hold its value unless Bandai pulls a fast one on us. We will need to see what 2026 will do. And then other sets that are coming, well, other TCGs that are climbing into the ranks. Riftbound. Apparently a lot of chatter is going around about Riftbound, but they are still so new. Green behind the ears. Oh, that's green. Yes, indeed. Can you already call that an investment? Nah, far from. They haven't proven themselves. Not against a TCG like Magic, One Piece, Pokemon. They are not so solid yet. Yeah, so wait that one out. You can buy a product, you can get to know the TCG, but in terms of investing, you can perhaps buy a booster box and hope that it does well. But if you are looking for a solid investment, you got Pokemon. You got Magic the Gathering collector booster boxes or commander decks. Yeah, and you got now One Piece. Yes, so take that with a grain of salt. And then also, okay, now people are going to say, Sigi, hang on. Where the fuck is Yu-Gi-Oh? Very good question. Yu-Gi-Oh is sitting on my shelf for a few months already. Shit ain't selling. Yeah, but they announced that they are going to do some full art cards and perhaps some serialization. Okay, sounds nice. First I want to see it. Then I want to see what the community is going to say about it. Because the hype up front, that's all nice. That's all nice. Everybody's got a big mouth. Oh, I'm going to buy immediately. I'm going to pre-order 10 cases. Until the moment is there, and then it's like, they're not buying. How often have we seen that? I first want to see what now the first set with those full arts and perhaps serialized cards. There is a rumor about that. I want to first see what that first set will mean. Because is Konami going to destroy the value of everything that came before it? If they introduce serialized cards, people will only have interest in getting the products with the serialized cards. All the other products, worthless? Are they going to do something about the playability of the TCG? Because it's nice talking about the design of your cards. It's nice talking about making your product a bit more valuable. But making your product playable, that's something else. We all know there is a huge power creep in there. And yeah, you gotta be an artistic nerd to play that game. Because it is so difficult. Yeah, I'm not a player, but I read a lot of information on Reddit and things like that. I talk to people and things like that, and everybody says it. It's you can get attacked without even seeing it coming, and then it's so difficult. Take that into account. What else do we got? Disney Lorcana. I'm a bit hesitant to see what Disney Lorcana will mean for us, my friends. Disney Lorcana, they are doing some changes, they are doing some optimizations, they are changing the print numbers, they are changing the kind of product they are releasing. They have updated the design of their cards a little bit, added an extra variant. They are adding different IPs into the mix, like now Fox and the Hound, which is coming into the next set number 11 in February. That all sounds nice, but the community, the TCG itself, is not growing a lot. It is always the same repetitive customers that come and buy the product. But what is good, on the other hand, for Disney Lorcana, you got players, collectors, and scalpers. You got all of them. In Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, you got players, and yeah, we are done. Magic the Gathering, you got players, but you got a good player base, and yeah, you don't get a lot of collectors. Perhaps sealed collectors, but for the cards itself, for master sets, have you ever thought about doing a master set for Magic the Gathering? Okay, I'm sidetracking here, but you all know the TCG that has the most collectors is Pokémon. Gotta catch them all! Hey, Gen 10 coming up. Pokédex going to get some big additions. Looking forward to it. What else do we got? Digimon. Yeah, tried selling some products. Yeah, it's difficult finding good suppliers for that. Don't get distribution. Yeah, insult me however you want, but it is very difficult in finding decent suppliers, reliable suppliers that can get that product to you for a decent price, because usually they offer it to me at market. And then I'm saying, fuck you. Yeah, that's also not ideal. Another set, Star Wars Unlimited. I don't know what you guys think about that, but heading into 2026, all I want to say is, don't burn yourself. Yeah, they have launched in 2025 the Carbonite booster boxes. Collect the booster boxes like in Magic the Gathering. We all know that, and they are just copying the damn shit. But the Carbonite booster boxes they are selling. Not with me, I don't get that product. I gave up on Star Wars. So those are selling. Yeah, you see a lot of stores where that product is going off the shelves. But the normal booster boxes, my friends, they always tank after release. What does that say? They have tried introducing something new, something high value and things like that to draw in new people, but people are losing interest in the normal booster boxes. Prices are tanking. And we see that behavior in several TCGs. A lot of players, collectors and things like that, they are getting the picture that if you don't buy into the FOMO, it's something new, I gotta have it. If you don't buy into the FOMO, that prices tank a few weeks after the release. Or for some TCGs, product is reprinted very quickly. And then you can get that product for sometimes 40% less. If you just dim down the FOMO. That's interesting, right? You see that in several TCGs. Star Wars, for example. Yeah, you see that. Pokémon also is getting that behavior because, yeah, pre-order, if someone still tries to do pre-orders, prices come down, specifically on Japanese products, Pokemon. You see that a lot. Why is that also important to know? They reprint very quickly. Mega Dream, we got a reprint 2 weeks after the release. 2 weeks, product is still coming down. Product was at the release around 115, inclusive of taxes. Now you're gonna get it for like 80-85. And the product is out a month and a half. Says a lot, right? So yeah, if you can resist the FOMO, please do so in 2026 because everything is getting expensive. Print runs are becoming difficult because there are coming more and more TCGs, but some TCGs come from the same printing facilities and they need to make a choice. Are we going to print Riftbound? Are we going to print Star Wars Unlimited? Are we going to print Pokémon? What the hell are we going to print? So sometimes they are fighting for printer capacity and then also printing quality. They need to really fight for print quality, my friends. Really. Especially Disney Locana. Ravensburger, do something about your print quality, damn it. Make smart choices for 2026, my friends. We as well, we have made a decision for ourselves. We are not going to dive headfirst into new sets and things like that. We are going to resist the FOMO ourselves. I like opening product. I like making videos about bugs, breaks and things like that. Probably I will still do a few, but not going to go headfirst in buying a ton of product to be able to present to my customers. No, because that's high risk. High risk. What is going to boom in 2026? Single cards, my friends. Single cards. If product is difficult to be obtained, if product is having difficult pull rates, things like that, bad quality of certain cards, where are people turning to? Buying single cards. Because opening up sealed product is always a gamble. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you need to be lucky if you can get 60% of your value back, but if you can buy the single cards, you exactly know what you're buying, and you know, okay, I'm buying here a card of 200 euros, near mint, it's in good condition, and etc. Or you can buy a booster box of 250 and don't even know if you stand a chance in pulling that card. What do you need to choose? Okay, everybody likes opening up sealed product. Oh, booster packs, ooh, fun. But the chances of pulling your great card. I personally now like the card, the Psyduck card in Mega Dream EX. I opened a few booster boxes, I did not pull it. I'm waiting, and I'm going to buy the single card in a few weeks when prices come down. And then I got my card. I can keep opening up booster boxes, but not worth your effort, my friends. No, look for single cards. Yeah, see how you can do that. By the way, I'm going to make content about single cards, selling single cards, buying single cards. What do you need to pay attention to? What can you expect? What are all those things? It will be very interesting. So if you want to see that, please already like this video, then also subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. Then you get alerted when a new video is uploaded. It's going to be very interesting because we are putting up 10,000s of cards online and we are gaining a lot of experience with it, and we are going to share that experience with you, how we do that, why we do that, and perhaps you can do that as well in 2026. Perhaps you are sitting on a bunch of valuable cards which you can sell off and you can make a few bucks to buy other products. Why not? So my friends, 2026 will be a very exciting year. I hope you are down for the journey. If you're down for the journey, then subscribe to the damn channel. And also, by the way, YouTube thinks you might like that video. Check it out. Let me know if YouTube was right, yes or no. And I'm out.